Welcome back to the show, everyone. I am sitting here in the studio today with a very large mug of tea, and more importantly, I am wearing my absolute favorite oversized fleece hoodie. Sophia, I feel like I am being hugged by a cloud.
Kevin, you look like you are about to take the most epic nap of your life. But honestly, that is exactly the energy we're going for today. We're talking about cozy fashion, which is so much more than just throwing on old pajamas.
It really is a mood, right? It is a whole aesthetic. For the longest time, I thought fashion had to be uncomfortable to be good. You know, stiff collars and shoes that pinch your toes. But the world has shifted.
It really has. We are living in the era of the soft life. People are prioritizing their well-being and their sensory experience. When we talk about the vibe of cozy fashion, we're talking about textures that soothe the nervous system. It is about creating a sanctuary you can wear.
I love that phrase, a sanctuary you can wear. It reminds me of that Danish concept, Hygge. I probably pronounced that wrong, but it is all about that feeling of contentment and coziness.
You got it right, Kevin. Hygge is a huge influence here. It is about the atmosphere. Cozy fashion is the physical manifestation of that feeling. It is soft lighting in clothing form.
Okay, Sophia, let us get into the nitty-gritty. If I want to be cozy but not look like a literal pile of laundry, what fabrics should I be looking for?
This is where the education piece comes in. Texture is king. You want to look for natural fibers whenever possible. Think cashmere, merino wool, and high-quality cotton. Cashmere is the gold standard because it is incredibly lightweight but provides so much warmth.
I always hear about cashmere being the best, but it can be a bit pricey. Is there a more budget-friendly way to get that soft feel?
Definitely. Brushed cotton or high-quality fleece can feel amazing. There's also a fabric called tencel or lyocell, which is made from wood pulp. It's silky soft and very breathable. The key term listeners should look for is brushed. When a fabric is brushed, the fibers are raised slightly, which creates that fuzzy, soft hand feel we love.
That makes sense. I noticed my favorite hoodie has that fuzzy interior. It's basically trapped air, right? That's what keeps you warm.
Exactly, Kevin. It's all about thermal regulation. But we also have to talk about the weight. Some people love a heavy, chunky knit because it feels like a weighted blanket. Others prefer thin, buttery layers. It's very personal.
Now, Sophia, there was a big shift a few years ago when everyone started working from home. We saw the rise of the Zoom outfit. Nice shirt on top, sweatpants on the bottom. Did that change cozy fashion forever?
It absolutely did. We saw the birth of elevated loungewear. Brands started making matching sets in sophisticated colors like sage green, oatmeal, and charcoal. It made it socially acceptable to wear what's essentially a tracksuit to a grocery store or a coffee date.
I've noticed that in other cultures too. When I visited Tokyo, I saw so many people wearing these beautiful wide-leg linen trousers and oversized tunics. It looked incredibly comfortable, but also very sharp.
Japan is a great example, Kevin. They have a concept called one-mile wear. It refers to clothes that are comfortable enough to relax in at home, but stylish enough to wear within a 1-mile radius of your house. It's a very intentional way of dressing.
I like that. It's not about being lazy, it's about being effortlessly comfortable. In Scandinavia, they have a similar approach with minimalist, high-quality basics. They focus on longevity. One really nice wool sweater that lasts 10 years is better than 5 cheap ones that get itchy after one wash.
We cannot talk about cozy fashion without talking about the art of layering. Kevin, do you have a layering strategy or do you just pile things on?
I usually just pile things on until I can't move my arms, Sophia. I'm like the kid from A Christmas Story.
Well, we can fix that. The secret to cozy layering is varying the weights. You start with a thin, breathable base layer, like a silk or cotton tee. Then you add a mid-layer, like a flannel shirt or a light cardigan. Finally, you top it off with your hero piece, maybe a big chunky knit or a duster coat.
I like that. It makes it sound much more like a science. It's also interesting how our culture has moved away from the suit and tie. My grandfather would never have dreamed of going out in a hoodie.
It's a massive cultural shift towards soft dressing. We're rejecting the idea that professionalism requires physical restriction. Even in high fashion, we see designers like Jerry Lorenzo with Fear of God making sweats that cost hundreds of dollars. It shows that comfort is now a luxury status symbol.
It's wild how a pair of joggers can be a fashion statement, but I think it speaks to our collective burnout. We want our clothes to be a relief, not a burden.
That leads us to the deeper meaning of all this, Kevin. There's a psychological term called enclothed cognition. It's the idea that the clothes we wear affect our mental processes and the way we interact with the world.
So, if I wear soft clothes, I might actually become a softer, kinder person.
In a way, yes. When you feel physically comfortable and safe in your clothes, your cortisol levels can actually drop. You're less on edge. Cozy fashion is a form of self-care. It's telling yourself, I deserve to be comfortable today.
I love that. It turns getting dressed into a mindful act rather than just a chore. It's about choosing pieces that make you feel good from the inside out.
Exactly. It's about reclaiming your peace in a very busy world. Whether it's a pair of wool socks or a giant scarf that doubles as a blanket, these items are our armor against the stress of the day.
Well, Sophia, I'm feeling very inspired to go reorganize my closet and find my softest knits. But before we go, we have to give our listeners a task.
Yes, here's the big challenge for this week. We want you to try the 7-day Cozy Chic Challenge. For the next week, we want you to put together one outfit every day that is 100% comfortable but makes you feel like $1 million. No pajamas in public. Find that balance between soft and stylish.
Take a photo or just describe your favorite cozy outfit in the comments. Tell us what fabrics you're loving and how it changes your mood.
We can't wait to hear from you. Stay cozy, everyone.
Bye for now.